अस्सलामुअलैकुम पब्लिक। तो क्या हाल चाल हैं आपके। उम्मीद करता हूं कि यार आप लोग ठीक ठाक होंगे। तो यार सबसे पहले भाईजान वेलकम टू माय गेमिंग चैनल जिसका नाम है मारखूर गेमिंग। अगर आपने चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो यार चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें और साथ में बेल आइकन है उसको लाजमी प्रेस कर देना और कमेंट में बताना यार आपको हमारी वीडियो कैसी लगती हैं। मज़ीद आपको जिस गेम के ऊपर आपको वीडियो चाहिए तो यार लाजमी मैसेज में लिख दिया करो भाई साहब। आपको इंशाल्लाह मैं पूरी कोशिश करूंगा प्रोवाइड करने की। यार पब्लिक आज हम खेलने जा रहे हैं ऑटोप्सी सिमुलेटर का एक गेम प्ले। थोड़ा बहुत ही खेला है क्योंकि यार एक हॉरर गेम है और हॉरर गेम मैं इतनी ज़्यादा पसंद नहीं करता। और इसके अलावा यार थोड़ा बहुत खेला है क्योंकि इसमें मुझे थोड़ा सा टास्क जो है मिशन वगैरह मुझे नहीं पसंद आ रहे। कभी आपने क्या करना है, कैमरा ढूंढना है, कभी पेन किलर करना है, कभी इधर करना है, कभी फ़ोटो खींचना है, यही कुछ है। मुझे इतनी ख़ास नहीं लगी इसलिए मैंने इस गेम को यहीं पे रोक दिया है। अगर आपको इस गेम के ऊपर और पार्ट चाहिए तो मुझे बता देना, वरना लाला इसको मैंने टाटा टाटा बाय बाय कर दिया।
Where did I leave my meds this time? Wednesday. It's not my favorite day, although it's certainly better than Monday. Awful. It would be good to finally repair the coffee machine. They definitely pay me too little. Okay, time to pull myself together and get back to work. I've already taken my pills, not looking to overdose. I need to set the camera first. Now remember, Jack, don't forget, hit the record button this time. Hopefully the new tripod is going to hold up. Now, I just have to get everything in frame. This should be fine. Recording for medical students from the University of Missouri. This autopsy is conducted by Jack Handman. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the autopsy room. Today, you will have the dubious pleasure of following a full autopsy, step by step. For those of you who have... In turn, for those... Let's start. Always wear an apron, mask, and gloves. Goggles are a must when the job is splashy. And in case of sharp accidents, it's worth having disinfectants at hand. It's true that you won't get ptomaine poisoning straight away, but if your liver or kidney aren't doing well, you may end up with diarrhea. During your research, be patient, inquisitive, but above all, let's start. In the process of revealing and securing forensic evidence, it is difficult not to interfere with the original condition of the deceased. Written and photographic documentation plays a vital role throughout the entire examination process. The cadaver is placed on its back on the autopsy table. The pathologist stands on the right of the deceased. Make sure that all the necessary tools are always at hand so that you don't have to run around looking for something. The deceased's name is Tobias Chambers, locally known as Old Toby. Homeless and unemployed for at least a couple of years. Signs of libation were found around. He worked most of his life at the local... The body was noticed by... The deceased was found on the outskirts of a parking lot at a gas station, where he often begged and persistently offered drivers to wash their car windows. That's it. It's worth remembering the context around the scene of a death. This allows you to better interpret any traces found on the body. I shouldn't start the procedure without gloves. Scalpel, scissors, syringe, magnifying glass, knife. I guess I forgot to clean the knife. Now it's our turn to take some pictures for our files. If I can just remember where I left the camera. It's in here somewhere. Aha! There you are. I knew it was here somewhere. As I mentioned at the beginning, before we begin the internal examination, we need to document the cadaver and the condition it arrived in. We begin with a full body photo. Try and stick to the top-down rule, but this is not always possible. Let's keep in mind it's all about the legibility. Voila! Now we move on to the next step, looking for traces. Take your time. Look at the corpse from different sides, from different angles, up close, and from a distance. You're looking for some wounds in the feet and signs of frostbite, probably because the subject's shoes were too small. Poorly healed wound. Looks old. That's something interesting. It will be necessary to check whether this injury was severe enough to cause damage to the brain. Hardened hands, worn out by physical work, and frostbite? In a moment, we will check which of our initial observations will be worthy of further consideration. But before we get to that, I need to write down some basic data. Scalpel, scissors, syringe, magnifying glass, knife. I guess I forgot to clean the knife. Personal information. The deceased was unclothed. Date. Okay, as you can see, I note everything down on previously prepared forms. Every pathologist must keep a detailed record of every step of the autopsy. This not only allows you to track the procedure, but also collates the results together, upon which you may back up your conclusions. So, enough of the boring prep. Let's begin by taking a closer look at the spots I photographed earlier. For this, you're going to need a magnifying glass.